Hello, everyone. Welcome to Moon Mage Tarot. If you are new here, these are weekly tarot messages. Pick a card, messages 1 through 4, to see what types of energies, potential challenges, along with some guidance and advice may be coming up for you in your week ahead so that you can hopefully navigate it in the best possible way. I always say, and I'm going to say it again, that when you land on these messages is when you were meant to hear them, regardless of the date that they come with. So give yourself a second to feel into which message is speaking to you, and I will get started here with message number 1. Hello, message 1. Let's have a look and see what types of energies are showing up for you guys this week. What does my message 1 choosers need to know? All right, friendship. A friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. Okay, so interesting, right out of the gate, what I'm feeling is maybe intuitively, some of you guys already have an understanding that somebody that you know is struggling. Conversely, it could be that you had no idea because this person's been keeping things bottled up. But I feel like some of you have this knowing, you have this understanding. If you've been hesitating to reach out and see if they need anything, I would say don't do that. Go with your gut, go with your instincts. If you're feeling an intuitive pull towards someone, or if you find yourself thinking of somebody at this time, they definitely need whatever it is that you offer through your words, your wisdom, your kindness. It seems like you sort of have the answers for these people or this person right now. I don't know why I said people. Maybe it's going to be more than one. But being open to that. I keep getting this feeling too of a domino effect. Like there could be a domino effect as a result of you helping this person. We'll see what else comes out. Ooh, we've got creation. I think maybe this is what I was feeling like in doing this thing and helping this friend and providing them with your excellent, as it says, counseling skills, guidance, wisdom. It opens the door to something for you. It brings about some sense of creative inspiration, right? And creation is all about that. What do you want to create? It's dream time. It's time to lean into it. So if you find that that happens to you, that something comes to your mind as a result of you doing this, be open to whatever that is, because it's showing up for a reason. It's something that you can use for your best and highest good. Oh, yep, Vision Quest, Desert. Okay, and this is coming out in the challenge position. I'm folding my cards, sorry guys, so they stay in the little holders better. Vision Quest, in the challenge, suggesting maybe that you've been stuck and you haven't known where you wanted to go with things or what you wanted to do next, how you want to see your 2025 play out for you. And it feels like there's a big connection to you showing up in this way for somebody that helps you to start creating this vision quest, no longer having it be such a challenge for you, going into that dreamy time, creative. What do I want to make? What do I want to manifest? What do I want to accomplish this year? It feels big like that to me as a result of what was going to seem like a small thing. So again, be open. Also, for some of my message 1 choosers, this could be a bit of a heads up from the universe that this is the kind of energy and thing that you're going to be helping this person, this friend with, helping them to get into this energy of creating a vision quest for themselves, getting unstuck, so to speak. Wow. Okay, shaman, ancient healing wisdom. It's interesting because it almost feels like as you, to you, and through you in some kind of way, you may hold this type of energy naturally, message 1, where your words, the way you communicate, the wisdom you provide for others brings about this healing energy. But because this is about you, whatever this is, however you're being called to help in this way, could bring healing for yourself so that you can start moving towards something bigger and better and having this big vision quest upon you, this idea, this aha moment. I know what to do for myself now. I know what I want to create. I know how to move forward with my ideas. I'm inspired. And it's like you become this, you embody that healing energy by helping somebody else. It often works like that. But I do feel like to you, through you, and as you, your words are healing. And I think in the things that you say to this person, this friend, it brings about healing for yourself as well. Okay. Shape-shifting. Yeah. Clouds, shape-shifting energy, which is exactly what feels like is on the cards for not just this person as a result of your wisdom and guidance, but for you as well. You shapeshift. You go into that creation energy. You become more intuitive, more open. You feel more healed and clear and present and centered in yourself, as does this person. There's this, like I said in the very beginning, it's like this domino effect. There's a domino effect to this energy of what you're about to do and how you're about to help somebody that benefits not just the other person, but you. It feels like this is a bit of a heads up from Spirit saying to not back away from helping in this way, to not hold your tongue, to bring all you've got to this person, to imbue your wisdom upon them, because it has a great effect for you as well. That feels like the big message here. So really be open to it. Don't hold back. Don't hesitate in what it is you want to say or how you want to help. It feels like it's opening doorways and to new beautiful things for you and this person. And it's going to bring about a lot of healing for both of you. Wow. Okay, let's cap this off with one final card. You know, what comes to mind too when I think about this is we often teach people, help people, and say the kinds of words and things that we need to hear for ourselves. But when we care about a person, we kind of take ourselves out of the equation and we only speak what's true and we only speak wisdom and healing words, right? But we never give ourselves that same grace and that same courtesy. But I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen for you this week. It just feels like doors opening, aha moments coming in, clarity. Okay, we've got make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance, pointing to you towards your own joy. You deserve it. Some of you not feeling quite worthy, and that kind of makes some sense too, with maybe holding back and not saying the things that you need to say, not providing this wisdom that you have within you to others because it's benefiting you or will benefit you in some way. Yeah, are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance, pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. And I feel like that's exactly what results of you stepping up in this way. I get the feeling of being undervaluing yourself, undervaluing what you give to others, what you bring to others, what it is you have to offer, not having been able to see it yet. But this is the week where that could all start to shift and change, and it brings about this massive healing and connection and balance back into the equation for you. Feeling ready to go, ready to start moving on visions and ideas, inspiration fast coming. That's a lot of things I'm saying here, but I think you get the gist. Shape shifting out of, I feel like, heavy stagnant energy into something much better, into that healing shamanic energy. It feels like a really good week for you guys this week, message one. So absolutely give yourself over to providing said wisdom and guidance. Look at where you're prioritizing, whether it's you're prioritizing your own self stuff right now or for others, because there's a balance needed in that for you this week. Because it's going to bring about a big shift, a big change, a positive one. It feels like getting unstuck, healing something out, epiphanies, and aha moments. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that you all have the most amazing, beautiful week. Take care, guys. Hello, message two. What do my beautiful message two choosers need to know this week? It's coming in for message twos. Okay, we've got a bit of a heads up here. Declutter. Declutter your life. Let go of correspondence, objects, and people you no longer want. Someone will hurt your feelings and reveal a new side of themselves that you may wish to avoid. Okay, so I think the first message here is really to declutter your mind and your thoughts around whatever happens or transpires or whatever somebody else said, so that they don't get to live rent free in your head. There's something to that here for me, for my message twos, that you need to hear. Whoever hurt your feelings or whoever said something that really has caused you to feel discombobulated and, you know, has affected your self-esteem, don't let them take up space in your mind. It's time to declutter it, maybe through meditation, clearing out the crown, mindfulness, presence. All those things help us get out of our heads. But quite literally, it's always a good idea to declutter our space too, because it makes us feel more clear and more prepared to move forward, right? Which is exactly the underlying energy I feel here, like a stuckness and stagnancy. I felt that in message 1 as well. Yeah, the art of letting go, right? And this is the time to do it in the first month of a new year, saying what stays, what goes, really taking stock of those things. And sometimes the decisions are hard because it is people and situations that we recognize just aren't serving us anymore. And I definitely feel like that's a thing here for my message twos. There's an energy of self-preservation, like to preserve your own energy, right? You might be somebody who's quite empathic as well, so you absorb the energies of others, making things that they may have done or said even more amplified for you. Shape-shifting, yeah. This came up in message 1. Shape-shifting, this is a result of us decluttering, of moving heavy energy out of our minds, of getting more present, of letting go of other people's thoughts and ideas and opinions of us, but also decluttering our space around us, right? We really do feel more clear. We feel more centered. We have more epiphanies, inspirations, and things like that. This is the result, you shape-shifting out of that heavier, more stagnant energy I'm feeling and moving forward in like the best possible way. I feel like this is absolutely on the cards for you guys, the opportunity to do this. Ooh, okay. So we've got a new moon coming up. I believe it's the 29th. It's in Aquarius, right? All about community and connection too. And we've got this couple down here, new moon promise. It's in the challenge position. Maybe some of you have been dealing with difficulty with a partner. And they've hurt your feelings. That's a tough one, because if you're romantically linked to them or living with them, that makes moving your energy away from that person and getting clear about how you feel about it even harder. But there's some sort of promise, or almost like an unseen contract, maybe literally seen, that needs to be looked at and understood better, that needs to be shape-shifted, changed for the better, or a healthy break. There's some sort of vibe around that, and you will know because it's general, so it's not going to be for all of you. And I'm absolutely not saying that you should disconnect from a partner, but there's some sort of promise made in a contract with somebody where we're supposed to be working out energies and finding either a healthy balance and renewal or a healthy end. And I feel like that's a part of the equation here, and you're in this energy of feeling really stuck and discombobulated and unsure. Decluttering your space, decluttering your mind will really help you shape shift this energy and know what to do next. That's what it feels like here. Yeah, look at activation, shape shifting. And this is like a direct piece of guidance from spirit. So if you really have been more stagnant, not doing anything, kind of in self-preservation mode, but not the better kind where you're preserving your energy, you're healing things out, you're really tuning in, but it's been more of like protection, turtling up, so to speak. You want to go into the latter. You want to be giving yourself over to deeper thoughts, to connecting to what it is you want, to how you truly feel, to what you need to do moving forward to make things either better, healthier, stronger, or to move away from them so that you can eventually feel more whole. But this week is very activating for you. And I think this is your heads up from spirit saying it is time to kind of light a bit of a fire under your butt and get for some momentum going. Start with decluttering your mind and trying to understand your thoughts, your feelings, how you really feel about things, and decluttering your space so that you can get clear and start moving a situation forward. That's what this is. That's what this is really feeling like here. Oh, okay. So you definitely don't have all the information around something yet, which kind of tells me no hasty decisions. Right, we're already touching on the kind of the heads up from the universe this week is to declutter your space, to get clear, to start moving forward in some way, to understanding your thoughts and feelings, to not allowing other people to live rent-free in your mind, to looking at our thoughts about it and how they're affecting our present, so that you can start shape-shifting and this energy out, which is just some forward momentum. this new moon promise, it feels like almost like a contract for some of you. Like I made this promise to do this thing with this person or for myself. I've not done it. There's missing information. It's been submerged. All those details have not been forthcoming as of yet. It feels like starting here with this declutter energy and activation, shape shifting, and so forth will help bring things to the surface. So you will see clearer. You will have a better understanding of what to do next, where to go from here. And I also think of your own thoughts and feelings, like where you're finally like, oh my gosh, I'm recognizing I really feel like this. And so now I have to make a big decision around that. But I don't feel like you have all the information yet. There's more needed. There's more to come. Sort of just feels like, hold on a little bit longer. Start here, and then you'll see your next step forward. What to do, you'll have information. Okay. Change is coming. Transformation, right? Activation, shape shifting. I am here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. Nice. And so weekly messages always follow a pattern, kind of like step 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's exactly how this transformation comes to be. By starting here. Whoop, I'm dropping things everywhere today. My apologies, message 2. By starting here in this declutter energy and then moving forward with it, right? It's activating. It brings about shifts and change. It brings about the information that you can't see. And I feel like there might be a little bit of stuckness there too for some of my message 2 choosers, where you're like, I'm so frustrated trying to figure it all out and kind of just feeling like you're hitting against a wall. Moving from this place, you know, from the declutter energy forward, I think that's going to unravel it. It almost feels like some of you could experience like a divine intuitive nudge or inspiration where you're like, did that just happen? And it helps you connect to what you can't see and to know how to move forward from here and what's going to be best for you, you know, with who and what you need to let go of, because that's the biggest message. Change is coming. I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. Nice. So however heavy and frustrated and stuck you're feeling now, try not to worry yourself too much about it, message 2, because on the other side of this is clarity, activation, change, positive change. Okay. I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope that you all have the most amazing, beautiful week. Take care, guys. Hello, message 3. What is showing up for message 3 this week? What do message 3 choosers need to know? Okay. This, it just sort of flipped over and it feels like that's the right card here. So it says intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. Oh, nice. So there's a lot of things going on there. Either way, any intuitive nudges or hits that you feel, especially if they feel like they come out of nowhere. I'm not sure why I feel like that, but if they come out of nowhere, then you're like, I have this thought that came from, I was doing one thing, and then I had this weird thought that just sort of interrupted my other thoughts. And I need to follow it, or I feel this urge to follow it. Listen to that. It's got some sort of information to provide that's going to be good for you, it feels. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. Yeah. Any intuitive nudges you get this week should be followed. Sort of like pulling on the thread. Okay, let's pull some cards. For whatever reason, I don't know why, it's so strange, but the invest money part is really standing out to me. So maybe that's going to be significant for somebody watching. It's general, right? So that's not going to be for everyone, and I'm not telling anybody to invest their money, but I think somebody might be having that kind of thought or urge or hunch. All right. So we've got, rebirth. Ooh, definitely a new beginning as a result of like pulling on the thread of intuition and trusting it, seeing where it takes you. It's almost like this is the week. It's to go down the rabbit hole, and there's that rabbit there, and a rebirth is assured, a new way, a new beginning of some sort. spring equinox, right? It's that kind of energy where hope springs eternal. It feels like that here to me. This is your like Alice in Wonderland week, where going down rabbit holes is a good idea. And it's all as a result of you following and trusting little nudges and hunches that you're getting and intuitive hits. So really be open to that. Breach. Okay. So this is in the challenge position. This card always speaks to and lends itself to breaching our comfort zone, kind of getting out of our own ways, no longer being comfortable with being comfortable, like pushing our boundaries and limits, breaching what we know to be true or what we understand, and stepping a toe out, like dipping a toe into the pool of something new and for self-discovery, because it will take you somewhere. So this is obviously showing up because it's been a challenge for you. You might be somebody who's quite comfortable staying where you are because maybe there's security, stability there. It's known. And we're always more comfortable with what's known, even if what's known is boring and no longer working for us. And I feel like that might be an element here for my message 3 choosers. But it's time to breach your comfort zone. It's time to put yourself in positions and follow hunches that you wouldn't normally follow, and think outside the box, because it's going to bring you something really good, a new beginning, a rebirth, a change. Activation. Wow, this is showing up. This showed up in message 2 as well. Activation. This is a very activating week for you. Following this intuitive thread brings about this rebirth, and it activates you in a way that you probably haven't felt in quite some time. It's sort of like it's evoking excitement over the newness of things or the potential of new beginnings rather than fear, because a lot of us can lean into the fear with change when we don't know what to expect. But I feel like this is very activating in a positive way for you, being excited, being ignited again, feeling inspired and passionate and ready to embrace these new things. And I think Spirit's saying, you go, you leap first, and then we'll catch you. We'll take you the rest of the way, but it does require you to breach your comfort zone. Think outside the box. Again, dip your toe into a pool of something that you've not done before or tried before. Ooh, love and compassion showing up for you. Some of you, even though it's not showing up here, it says, trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. Some of you, especially my singles here, this could result in a powerful romantic connection for some of you. But I also think on a more mundane level, on a more universal level, it's about bringing love and compassion to everything that you're doing this week, like evoking your heart space, unlocking it, so to speak. And I think that might be an issue here too for some of my message 3 choosers, maybe not really feeling connected to the resonance of your heart and what your heart wants you to do or follow. Maybe some heart chakra meditations would be a really good idea for you guys, because it'll open you up. It'll bring that lovey, fuzzy feeling of compassion and empathy and connection, which will help activate you and bring this change even quicker. But I do think for some of you, there's a little bit of a message that following these breadcrumbs, these intuitive hits that are coming in for you this week, could bring about a connection of some sort, a powerful romantic connection. I really think that it's about start activating your heart space, though, reconnecting to it, like kind of no longer living just in the mind and the thinking space and going into the feeling space. Also, there could be a quick heads up for some of you. Where do you need more compassion for yourself, for others? How has that maybe affected your ability to move forward or breach your comfort zone? Do you box yourself in? Is it like a protection mechanism? That's getting pretty deep. But there may be something too that blocks you from following your intuition and trusting that it's coming to you for a reason. It really wants you to follow these breadcrumbs and go down that rabbit hole like Alice in Wonderland this week. Okay, I am going to go ahead and pull one last message here for my group 3s. This is feeling very light, very good, like a really good week for you guys. Very connected. It might even be a good idea to start off your week with some sort of like alignment meditation, with your chakras, starting from the crown and working your way down to the root to keep you clear and open So that these lines of communication, these universal energies coming through, trying to guide you, dropping these breadcrumbs, that you'll be more likely to see them and connect to them. Stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Wow. Stay the course. Trust your intuition. So maybe this is showing up too, because some of you guys are afraid to keep going with a thought, an idea, an inspired action that you've taken before. You're at a standstill. You're stuck with it and you're not sure where to go from here. As this says, stay the course, because that information is forthcoming. You will see a way forward. You could learn a new skill as a result of that will actually help, to move this situation forward. You might pivot to a new place of work. Investing money might bring about the change that you need to see the situation go forward. It's sort of just a fancier way of saying do not give up. Do not give up on your wants, your dreams, your desires, what's in store for you, for your future, what you've worked on, what hasn't been rebirthed for you yet. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. I love that for you guys. All right. Okay, you know what? I'm lifting this up and I noticed this card right away. It's the bottom card of the deck, and now I'm just feeling compelled to read it. Be the real you. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. That compassion energy, maybe it's for yourself. Be the real you. When we're not the real us, when we're hiding little pieces of ourselves, or where we're not expressing who we truly are and what we really stand for, what our values are, how we're meant to be in this world, we lose little pieces of ourselves. And I think it stops things from moving forward, right? Because Spirit's like, hey, you're not showing up as the real you, and that's what's needed. You're the only one that can be you. So just a little bit of a heads up there, because I happen to notice that. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. Yeah, absolutely. Speak out for you. Have compassion for you. You've got this. Things are going to shift and change for you, but you do need to breach your comfort zone a little bit and listen to your intuition this week. Message 3. I am wishing you guys all a beautiful week ahead. Take care, guys. Hello, message 4. What do my message 4 choosers need to know this week? What's showing up for message 4s? Ooh, okay, we've got tough and trying times. Tough times ahead. Think long term and make decisions accordingly. Avoid negative people at all costs. Ooh, okay, so a little bit of a heads up. This week could be a difficult one for you. Maybe lots of troubleshooting ahead for my message 4 choosers. This is saying to make decisions accordingly. Avoid negative people at all costs. So a heads up with that too, with being mindful of the company that you keep when you're already in some maybe heavy and tumultuous energies. I think that the biggest takeaway here too is that think long term and make decisions accordingly. So not making hasty decisions this week, really taking your time to feel through, think through what needs to be done, and then go from there, and then take decisive action. But we'll see what else comes out with this for you guys. You know, and sometimes that can sound really, really scary when we hear, oh, tough and trying times. But sometimes it's because of our energies too. When we show up in these situations, it feels very tough and trying to us, exhausting in a way. So, you know, this might not be as bad or scary as you think. It might just be a heads up from the universe so that you can make sure that your energy is really optimized to move through this much smoother than maybe you otherwise would have had you not realized it was showing up. Hopefully that makes some sense. Sanctuary. Yep. Okay. So going into the cave, retreating, ebbing back. That's that avoiding negative people energy as well coming through, right? Getting clear with yourself, centered, present. How do you feel? Breathing through this situation so that you can connect to higher mind and perspective and wisdom so that you can have a broader perspective, right? And think long term and not just in the immediate, because there's something important in that message for my group fours, to think long term and not just about what might help the situation immediately, lest it has farther reaching consequences. So give yourself over to going within this week, to taking a time out for yourself, to getting clear and connected to your intuition, to your instincts, to a wider perspective, to wisdom and an intellect, because I feel like you have that. Like naturally, we all have that, but I think you have it, an up-leveled version of intellect and wisdom. Summer solstice radiance is coming out in the challenge position, right? Not feeling this, not feeling empowered, not feeling clear, not feeling like things are moving the way that you would like them to be, not feeling in that energy of that summer solstice energy where everything is just peachy and beautiful and bright. It's been a challenge. It's been difficult. Spirit just highlighting that. This is an energy, though. I always say, well, I've said it in past videos, that looking to the challenge card is probably our best bet because it shows us what we need to fix, change, shift the most. Whatever you can do to feel empowered, maybe connect to your solar plexus too, because that's the I am strong, I am confident, I am powerful energy center, would be very beneficial for you guys this week to help you feel stronger and secure and confident to move through this situation and come out the other side unscathed, where the situation is actually better now. This came up too in one of the other messages. Ancient healing wisdom, shaman, coming through for you, right? And coming underneath that sanctuary energy. This is your direct piece of guidance from Spirit. This is what Spirit is guiding you to go do, to be, to embody. Where do we need a healing? I'm thinking for some of you, it's within your own sense of power and your power to move a situation and make it better with a long-term view in mind. Either way, you've got some ancient healing wisdom that wants to come through as a result of you going into the sanctuary energy, meditative energy, solitude, so that you can really think, feel, and intellectually connect to what to do next, so that the situation is great and improved long-term rather than just in the now. Wow, okay. This is definitely the week of activation because it's shown up in, I think, almost every message, maybe 3 of 4, maybe even all 4, I can't quite remember. Activation, that's what happens. The situation gets activated. It starts to move forward. Good decisions made, right? Activating the situation and making it move forward, getting closer to that energy of radiance where everything is running smoothly and going as it should. But it starts here, right? It starts with, excuse me, I feel like I'm going to cough. Sorry, guys, I had to pause the video for a second. I had to cough and blow my nose. Oh, geez. What I'm saying here is that it starts with gaining a wider perspective, seeing things from a larger vision and further out, long term rather than now. And I know I keep saying it, but I can't stress it enough because it feels really important to me that no hasty decisions are made, that things are really felt through, thought through, and that you really do give yourself over to connecting to your sense of empowerment in this situation and your strength and your confidence to move it forward in the best possible way, like to activate it so that you're getting closer to this summer solstice energy where everything is going as it should. Everything is bright. The future looks bright. Everything is moving smoothly, but it starts here, right? Healing some things out, connecting to some healing energy so that you can move the situation forward in the best possible way. And I think to help you maybe disconnect from some negative energy that you've already been around, and to strengthen you that if you have to be around them and there's no other way you can avoid it, especially with something like a work setting, you're going to be around their energy. You will feel strengthened around it and almost like there's a protective bubble around you, and anything that they bring to the table that causes negativity and frustration and makes things feel even harder and tougher, you will not absorb any of that because you've strengthened yourself up here, right? You've gone within. You've done the solitude thing. You've done some meditation. You've really felt and thought and things through. Okay, I won't keep banging on about that because I keep saying the same thing. It's sort of like, you know, there's this feeling of really needing to be very detail oriented with this. But first, manage your own energy and where it's at, and make sure that you're in a really good place, that you're feeling strong and confident. And then you can come over the details, because I think it will help you understand why certain decisions that seem good on the surface in the now might not be long term. And so you can adjust. See, here we go. No, it's not. No, it is not yet time. This is not the divine right time to take action. Please be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. Wow. That couldn't have gone better with this, right? Avoid negative people, think long term, and make decisions accordingly. But it starts with these main energies and messages that the universal energy is coming through for you guys, which is taking a step back, getting some solitude, sanctuary, healing something out, making sure that you're in a really good place. And as I said, really combing over details, really widening your perspective and looking at things from all different angles. Because ultimately, as frustrating as that can be, it ends up being to your benefit. And your situation moves forward and gets activated. It's just not yet, just not now. Big takeaway is no hasty decisions. Yeah, all things in divine timing is what's playing over my head. So I should have just told you that. Oh. Also, I did this in the last reading too. I picked it up and just happened to notice the bottom card. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. Be a light to others. And you know, it's funny because this is an underbelly card. And I feel like that's the result of you going within, solitude, you know, leaning into this energy, this meditative energy, this connection to self and self-empowerment and ability. It brings you to this ancient healing wisdom where you become this again. And I'm saying again because I feel like you've lost a bit of this spark. Just a heads up, just something to be aware of, message for. Yeah, it's all going to come together. Just give yourself over to this solitude energy for now, and you will receive and you will see things from a much clearer, brighter perspective. Okay, I am wishing you guys all a beautiful, amazing week, and I hope that you get through it feeling stronger and more confident by the end of it. Take care, guys.